AITA for telling my sister that I can't go to her wedding without my son? I, 24F, have a 5-year-old son named Sam. I had my son at a very young age, as did his father, John, with whom I have a healthy relationship to this day. John is American, I am not, so we got married when I got pregnant, so we could all live here in the US. My family was not happy with my pregnancy and pretty much shut me out of their lives. John's parents very happily accepted me, but they are very old, and all the responsibility of caring for Sam falls on us, which means no nights off, no frequent dates, and nothing that generally can't involve Sam. The responsibility falls especially on me since I take care of the household while John works long shifts. 6 months ago, my mother called me to tell me that my sister was getting married. During a video call, my sister asked me to be her maid of honor, which I excitedly accepted. However, when I received the invitation, problems arose. The wedding was to be in my country, and each guest was required to cover their own travel, lodging, and clothing expenses. John offered to work overtime so that Sam and I could go, and after months of extra work, I managed to buy a nice dress and book a simple hotel room. A month before the wedding, I called my sister to confirm our attendance, and that's when she informed me that children were not allowed at the ceremony. I told her that wasn't specified on the invitation. It literally wasn't written anywhere on the invitation, and she said she hoped everyone would just take that for granted. I explained that I didn't have anyone to leave Sam with, and reminded her of our financial situation, and she suggested leaving him with John or hire a nanny. John works long shifts, and we don't have the budget for a nanny for so many days just for a wedding. She compared the situation to when I hired a nanny during my father's hospitalization, which seemed pretty stupid to me since it was a medical emergency and not a social event. After an argument, I told her that I would have to decline my role as bridesmaid since I couldn't leave my son. I want to clarify that I never asked her to make an exception for Sam, because I understand that weddings are not places for children. LOL. I'm not an idiot, just a person who doesn't take things for granted. I just wanted her to understand my situation after I told her I couldn't go. She called me selfish and mentioned that she had already paid for my place at the wedding. I offered to reimburse her with the money for the dress, but she just hung up. Now there are 2 weeks left until the wedding, but I keep getting messages from her, calls to insult me, and emails arguing that since I live in the US, I should have enough money for a babysitter, which, at least in my opinion, is totally ridiculous. I got the money back for the dress and the hotel, and I plan to give it back to John unless my sister claims it to cover the wedding expenses. But if she doesn't, well, I don't know if I should offer it to her again.